Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered why you're trying so hard to fit in? Maybe you've changed your clothes, your opinions, or even your dreams just to blend in with the crowd. You're not alone. 3 out of 4 people make choices based on what others think rather than what they truly want. Today I want to talk about why being different isn't just okay. It's your greatest strength. Let's start with something interesting. Humans are actually wired to fit in. Thousands of years ago, standing out from the group could get you kicked out of the tribe, and that meant danger. Being different could literally get you killed. Our brains still carry this old programming, like an outdated app that keeps running in the background. That's why it feels scary to be different. It's not your fault, it's just your brain trying to keep you safe in a world that no longer exists. But here's the thing, the rules have changed. In today's world, being exactly like everyone else is actually more dangerous than being different. Think about it. When everyone's following the same path, competing for the same jobs, trying to live the same kind of life, that's when you become replaceable. But when you embrace what makes you unique, that's when you become irreplaceable. Let me tell you a story about Sarah. Sarah was always too much according to others. Too loud, too energetic, too passionate. In school, and even at home, everyone told her to calm down. At her first job, colleagues said she was overwhelming. She tried to dim her light to be more normal. She spoke more quietly, held back her ideas, tried to blend into the background. And you know what happened? She became miserable. Her work suffered, her joy disappeared. Then one day, she read about how Richard Branson, the founder of Virgin, was considered too hyperactive as a kid. How his teachers thought he'd never succeed because he couldn't sit still and kept coming up with crazy ideas. This successful businessman had the same traits she was trying to hide. That's when Sarah realized something powerful. What others saw as her biggest faults could actually be her greatest strengths. Sarah stopped apologizing for her energy. She started her own floral business where her enthusiasm became her trademark. Clients loved her passion. Her too much energy became exactly what people wanted. Today, her company is thriving, and more importantly, she's finally happy being herself. This is what happens when you find the courage to be different. Think about all the people who changed our world. They were all considered different at first. Einstein questioned the basic laws of physics when everyone thought they were set in stone. People called him a fool. Today, his foolish ideas are the foundation of modern physics. Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat when society told her that's just how things were. People called her a troublemaker. Today, we call her a hero. Steve Jobs dropped out of college and followed his own path when everyone said he was throwing his life away. He ended up revolutionizing how we live and work. These people didn't succeed despite being different. They succeeded because they were different. They saw things others couldn't see. They asked questions others weren't asking. They dared to think differently. Now I know what you might be thinking. That's great for them, but I'm not trying to change the world. I just want to live my life. Here's the truth. Every time you choose to be yourself, you are changing the world. Every time you let your true self shine, you give others permission to do the same. It's like starting a chain reaction of authenticity. Think about it. How many times have you admired someone for being boldly themselves? How many times has someone else's courage to be different inspired you? By being yourself, you become that inspiration for others. But let's be real. Being different isn't always easy. It can feel lonely. Sometimes it hurts when people don't understand you. Sometimes it's scary to stand alone. So let me share some practical ways to build your courage to be different. Start small. You don't have to make huge changes overnight. Maybe it's wearing that colorful shirt you love, but we're afraid to put on. Maybe it's sharing that idea in a meeting, even though it's different from what everyone else is saying. Maybe it's admitting you love a hobby that others might find strange. Each small act of authenticity builds your confidence. Find your tribe. Being different doesn't necessarily mean being alone. For every interest, passion, or way of thinking, there are others who share it. Thanks to technology, you can connect with people who get you, even if they're on the other side of the world. When you find your people, being different stops feeling like a burden and starts feeling like belonging. Turn your weaknesses into strengths. Are you too sensitive? That could make you an amazing counselor or artist. Too analytical? That could make you an excellent problem solver. Too restless? That could be the energy you need to start something new. Everything that makes you too much or not enough for some people makes you exactly right for others. Learn the art of respectful disagreement. Being different doesn't mean you have to fight with everyone who sees things differently. You can stand your ground while staying open to dialogue. You can be firm in who you are while being gentle with others. Sometimes the quietest assertion of your truth is the most powerful. Remember this: the world changes when people dare to be different. Every new idea, every positive change, every step forward in human history came from someone who was willing to stand out from the crowd. The phone or computer you're using right now, it exists because someone dared to think differently. The rights and freedoms we enjoy, they exist because someone believed that they deserved better treatment. The music that moves you, the books that inspire you, the innovations that make your life better, they all came from people who weren't afraid to be unique. Let me tell you something powerful. The things that make you different are not mistakes. They're not flaws to be fixed. They're gifts to be shared. Your unique way of seeing the world, your special talents, your particular perspective, these are exactly what the world needs. Think about a botanical garden. Would you want every plant to be exactly the same? Of course not. It's the variety that makes it beautiful. The same is true for humanity. We need your unique color, your special fragrance, your particular way of blooming. Here's what happens when you embrace being different. You stop wasting energy trying to be someone else. You can use that energy to actually be amazing at being yourself. You attract opportunities that are truly right for you, instead of ones that only look good to others. You inspire others to be authentic, creating a ripple effect of positive change. You contribute something unique to the world that only you can offer. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs your original version. It needs your unique ideas, your special perspective, your particular way of doing things. Yes, it can feel scary to stand out. Yes, it takes courage to be different. But the cost of hiding who you are is far greater than the price of being yourself. So start today. Start small if you need to, but start. Share that idea, wear those clothes, chase that dream, stand up for what you believe in. Be proudly, unapologetically you. Because here's the truth, you weren't born to fit in, you were born to stand out. Remember, the world changes one person at a time, one act of courage at a time. Let that person be you. Let that time be now. The courage to be different isn't just about being unique. It's about being brave enough to be who you truly are. And that courage, it's already inside you, waiting to be unleashed.